Young Master Spark. Madame Claire quickly greeted the incoming person enthusiastically. Everyone in the villa had respect written on their faces. He was Spark Rockefeller, the young director of Rockefeller Group. Although the real number was unknown to the world, it was estimated that the wealth of Rockefeller Group totaled up to $300 billion, more than all of them combined. However, when Alex saw this man, he charged towards him with angered eyes, grabbed him by the collar and yelled, "You animal! Dorothy is your sister-in-law. How can you call yourself a human when you want to marry your sister-in-law?" As fate had it, Spark was Alex's cousin. He was the son of his uncle, John Rockefeller. Alex had deep hatred for them both. He recalled a little incident that occurred last October, right after his parents were involved in the car accident. It was John who came out and framed his father for corruption and stole Rockefeller Group that was built by his parents, and kicked Alex out of the Rockefellers' residence. If it wasn't for them, Alex's situation would not be as dire as it currently was. Spark looked at Alex with contempt and said, "What sister-in-law? You were kicked out of the Rockefellers' residence by your own grandfather. How can Lady Dorothy be considered as my sister-in-law? Besides, you do not deserve her." Madame Claire pulled Alex away and kicked him. She then turned around with a smile, said to Spark, "Master Spark, I'm so blessed a man of your esteem has managed to make time for me today." Spark laughingly said, "Madam, it is your birthday today. I came here to wish you personally. This is a 100-year-old ginseng. Even I had to jump through hoops to buy it for $3 million, just to give it to you as a birthday gift." Upon hearing that the ginseng was worth that much money, Madame Claire could not contain her joy. She immediately received it with a greedy grin from ear to ear. As Spark gazed at Lady Dorothy, he was mesmerized by her beauty. It was obvious to everyone that he desired her. In fact, he had been yearning for her for a long time. He spoke softly, "Dorothy, I've heard about your little incident with the Gates family. It just so happens that my father has a close friend in the upper management of Thousand Miles Conglomerate. I can help you to resolve this matter. Once it's done, I will give you a grand wedding beyond your imagination. Dorothy, I love you with all my heart and have loved you from the first time that I saw you. When we're married, the entire Rockefeller Group will be yours." Lady Dorothy calmly shook her head and said, "I will not get a divorce." Madame Claire was filled with excitement when she heard that the entire Rockefeller Group would belong to her daughter. She tugged at Lady Dorothy and said, "Are you crazy? The odds of landing a guy like Spark is lower than being struck by lightning. Why do you still want to stay married to this garbage?" Madame Claire turned to Spark and said, "Well, Mr. Spark, it seems like you are truly in love with my daughter. This is great. From now on, you will be my son-in-law." Spark was delighted to see Madame Claire's reaction. "I heard the news of your ill mother and you need $500,000 for her surgery. Here is the $500,000. It is yours if you file for a divorce with Dorothy tomorrow." Spark said to Alex as he nonchalantly tossed an American Express card at Alex's feet. Alex's eyes turned red. He could not bear to take Spark's money. "Download." Click to download file. Lady Dorothy could not stand it any longer. She pulled Alex and said, "I will go to the hospital with you to see your mother. I can't get the $500,000 right now, but I will find a way." Madame Claire pulled her and said, "How will you figure it out? We don't have that much money, unless you sell the house. I am telling you now, Dorothy, if you dare to step out of this door today, we will no longer be family." Lady Beatrice stood up and pushed Alex out of the door. "Alex, you should leave now. You are embarrassing my sister with your presence. Get out of here." Bang! Alex was out of the villa and the door was shut after him. He could hear Spark shouting from within the villa, "Alex, remember to get a divorce tomorrow." And all the guests' laughter filled the silent night. Alex was seething with rage and anxiously left the Essex's residence in despair. Although he was just a husband in name to Lady Dorothy, he was truly in love with her. They attended college together and had fallen in love with each other at that time. It was a match made in heaven, but everything came crashing down on their wedding day. He had hit rock bottom, losing his parents and his wealth. On top of that, he was despised by his mother-in-law, which made things much more difficult. At this very moment, a black Rolls-Royce Phantom slowly stopped beside him. Master Alex, a man in a well-tailored suit in his 50s, exited the car. Alex was confused as he did not know this man and said, "Are you calling me? Do I know you?" The man walked up to him, took a slight bow and said, "I am Lex Gunther of Thousand Miles Conglomerate. I work for your father." What? Alex was stunned. Just a few moments ago, he heard the Essex family anxiously selling their daughter to the highest bidder as they were worried that Thousand Miles Conglomerate would destroy them. Out of the blue, the infamous Lex Gunther of Thousand Miles Conglomerate suddenly appeared saying that he was working for his father. Was this all an elaborate prank? "What business do you have with me?" Alex asked with a stoic face. "I heard that you are facing some difficulties recently, Mr. Rockefeller. I'm here to offer you some help. The pin is your birth date," the old man said as he handed Alex a black ATM card. Ale as bewildered. "How much money is in the account?" Alex was bewildered. "How much money is in the account?" Lex Gunther answered. "Not much, a measly $10 billion.